everybody, welcome to Rosie's Tips. So today I want to talk about soaking your almonds and your walnuts. So yesterday around noon I started soaking my almonds and my walnuts, and today it's noon the next day. And the reason you want to soak your almonds and most of your nuts and seeds is because it releases an enzyme inhibitor from them. So by releasing that enzyme inhibitor, the enzymes in our bodies are able to break down the nut. Once it breaks down the nut, then our body is able to absorb the nutrients and the vitamins out of the nuts and the seeds. Now, if we don't soak our nuts, you can still eat them raw. There's no problem. The only issue is that the body is going to have a hard time digesting them, and the enzyme inhibitors that protects the nut from going rancid or bad or to reach its full maturity, that's why it's there. That peel is gonna prohibit our enzymes to absorb the nutrients, to take the nutrients actually out of the nut. So our body could absorb the nutrients. So that's why it's important to always soak your nuts and seeds. I do occasionally eat nuts and seeds without soaking them as long as they're raw. But I know I'm not going to get the full nutrients and digestive benefits from the nut if they're not soaked. So that's an option, and for me, I prefer to soak them most of the time when I use them in recipes, especially my yogurts and almond milks. So what I want to go ahead and show you guys is how it looks, the almonds, once all the enzyme inhibitors are being released from the almond peel. There you go. It's a soaky, it looks like a soapy water, and there's a lot of foam on the top. I don't know if you guys could see that. There's a lot of foam. So those are the inhibitors from the almonds that are releasing, and at the bottom you could see like the milky film. So that's, once you soak them, that's how they should look the next day. Now the walnuts, I actually, before thinking of doing the video, I already rinsed them once, but you could still see some of that milkiness there from the walnuts. So what I do after this, so now these are ready to use in my recipes or walnut milk, almond milk, anything that I use them for. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to rinse them. So I strain them and I rinse them, and I'm going to show you guys how I do that, because then now I'm going to be able to store my nuts in the refrigerator and just use them whenever I need them. You see all that gook that comes out of it? That's what you want to see. And it has like a little, it has a odor on it. It's not a bad odor, but it's like an almond peel odor, like the little almond peels. As you can see, you could just slide it open and it peels. Sometimes if I have time, I'll peel them and I'll make my almond yogurt, white yogurt. But most of the time I just leave the peel on it. Once the enzyme inhibitors have been removed, I don't worry much about it. So you want to rinse them very well. Run the cold water over them. Make sure that you wash all those inhibitors off of the almonds, like I'm doing right now. So I'm just letting the water run right over the rest of my almonds. I just put them in clean, purified water like this after I rinse them and strain them. And what I do, I cover them, put them in the refrigerator, and store them. Now every morning when I need about half a cup to make my almond milk fresh every morning, and I use my nut milk bag to strain it, I just get a little bit each morning, and they'll last like this for up to a month. If if not longer. So make sure you always store and have them fresh and stored in the refrigerator so whenever you need them. If I need to make pie crust, if I need to make my granola, anything, I just have them ready and I grab them and use them. So that's a quick, great tip that you guys could use. And I'm going to do the same process with my walnuts. I'm going to strain these. I'm going to rinse them, and then I'll put them in a glass container and cover them with water and store them in the refrigerator, and I grab them whenever I need them for any recipes, even to make my walnut milk. So you guys go ahead and try this, and hopefully you guys will enjoy the benefits of it. Remember, almonds and walnuts have a lot of vitamins and nutrients. If you soak your almonds, you'll be able to absorb fiber from them. You'll be able to absorb calcium, protein, even iron in it. So it's great. It's very beneficial health-wise. So make sure you guys do consume almonds in your diet. If you're eating raw or raw vegan diet, it's a good source of vitamins and nutrients. Also, good thing to remember is that soaking your almonds actually helps with the fat content. So soaking them and consuming them is actually going to have a lower fat content than not soaking and eating almonds without soaking. Roasted almonds are very high in fat content, and they hardly have no nutritional value, and they're hard for the body to digest. Once they've been soaked and you remove those enzyme inhibitors, we are able to fully extract all its nutrients, and the fat content is actually lower. Another great tip is that if you consume almonds with any type of sugars, if you eat cooked foods or breads and stuff, if you consume almonds, well, raw soaked almonds, it actually brings down the sugar content that those foods are going to turn into in your body. Even natural sugars, fruits, and that have high sugars, if you include almonds when you consume those, it actually brings your glycemic lower than if you were consuming those foods, those sweet foods without almonds. So another thing to keep in mind also. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up, like, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And I'll try to continue to bring great tips on eating your fruits and vegetables in the raw form for great nutrition and health. Thanks again, you guys, for your support and for watching me. And don't forget to follow me on Facebook. I'll leave that link below because I try to post every day as much as I can. I try to post pictures of what I eat in a day and a lot of tips on what I do during the day to maintain this lifestyle. Once again, thanks guys. Bye-bye.